Hello and welcome to Our Irish Life. In today's video, and as per a request, we are going to be going through the rental properties that are available specifically in Waterford at the moment. So if this type of video is useful to you guys, please do let me know in the comments. It's the first time I've kind of gathered information on this sort of thing, so hopefully I've done an okay job. And if you would like me to maybe do some other counties, then please do let me know. So first, I'm just going to go through some useful information and like advice, tips, points of note for renting in Ireland in general. Then I'm going to go through Waterford and what's available at the moment. I literally just checked today, so it'll probably be the day before I post this. So we'll go through what's available and what the prices are as well. So please note that I won't be able to use pictures in this. It's mainly up online and auctioneers have the rights to those pictures. So unfortunately, I won't have the permission to use them, but I will do my best. So it might not be overly visual, but I'll do the best with the information that I have. The links I will also provide below, so if you've heard this information and would like to go check it out further and see all the pictures of the properties in question, then please do go visit the site I will link below. Also, another point of note is that I am no expert in this area. I have rented myself previously, so I've just gathered information that I think and hope will be useful to you. Sometimes all it takes is for someone to compile a few things and go through it in this kind of format to make it a bit easier. It can be a bit overwhelming going online and sifting through lots of different information. So first then, for the advice, tips and points of note. So the first thing I've noted down here is that the websites for looking for rental properties, so I've kind of picked the most popular ones. So the first one, and where I got all the information in this video from, is daft.ie. Another one is myhome.ie and also rent.ie. So then another point of note then is that rental properties at the moment in Ireland are very expensive and they are not always easy to come by, so they do tend to go quickly. So that is just something to note. Also, a lot of places have their own like rules in place, such as not allowing pets. Some places don't take students. Some have like minimum, maximum lease lengths. So it's very important to check all these details out before you inquire about properties, just to make sure that they do suit your needs. So if you're also, another point is that if you are going to be renting in an area that is near a university and college or something like that, then, and you are not a student yourself, it's just to note that some advertisements can seem almost too good to be true, but they are specifically targeted at students. So it could just be a house that is for rent and they are renting like either a room in it or a bed within a shared room. So if it seems too good to be true, then usually it is. So it's just to note. And Waterford is one of those cities, so obviously they have a big SETU there, so there will be a lot of students renting in the area as well. So just another point to note. Okay, so then for the properties available to rent in Waterford at the moment. So I did take a quick screenshot of what I found on Daft here. So at the moment there is 24 properties to rent. This is in the county of Waterford, so it depends on where you are looking to live. It's not specific to the city centre. So these range in price from €125 per week up to €3,600 per month. So that's quite the range. So of those then, 6 of them are apartments and 18 are houses that range from 2 bedrooms up to 6 bedrooms, depending on what your needs are. So with regards to the area then, I'll do my best to put a map up here and circle the areas that they are. There is a pretty good selection at the moment. So 15 of the properties are located in the city centre. 2 of them are in Dungarvan, 1 in Dunmore East, and then a few in different towns. So there's like Grantstown and Butlerstown. I'm not overly familiar with Waterford, but it's just, I'm sure they can be looked up on a map, and just be careful if you are interested in stuff like that and you are travelling, just check the distances and stuff. Okay, so for the prices then, I will run through a few in the city centre. As I said before, I can't unfortunately use pictures. I will be using screenshots to just show the area and the prices, so we'll run through a few of them, not all of them, hopefully just to give you a better indication of what there is out there, especially if you are not from Ireland and you may be moving here, then it'll just give an indication in general. So then, run through the few in the city centre then. So apartments, so I'm going to show 3 apartments here, all of which are 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom. So there is one on Michael Street, which is for $1,550 per month. Then there is another one on the Quay, which is $1,850 per month. And Ferrybank then for $1,400 per month. Obviously, the pictures will come in very useful. It depends on how, like, your needs and what exactly you're looking for. Some will be more modern, some will be older. Most of them seem to be furnished, which is good. Another thing to note is the BER rating was something I always looked at. So some of them would obviously be easier to heat and maintain the heat, especially during the winter. So it's just something to watch out for. So with regards to the houses in the city centre then, so you have 3 options on the Cork Road. So one is a 5 bedroom and 2 bathroom for $2,800 per month. So as you can see, quite a jump from an apartment to a house. Then we have another option then, a 4 bed and a 3 bathroom for $125 per week. So this is a perfect example of that student accommodation I was talking to you about previously. So these people were very good. They have made it very obvious. Once you click into the description, they say it is student accommodation and that they will need details of your course. So like, that's a good option, a good example to give. Not all of them are as clear as this. So again, like $2,800 per month to $125 a week. If it seems too good to be true for a person who's not a student, then it likely is. So then we have another one then, and it's a 6 bedroom, 2 bathroom. I did click into this one as well, and it actually is only a summer rental. So again, really, really important to check those details and make sure something like that would suit you. So then we have one in Ferrybank then. So it is a smaller house. It looks a little bit older. So it's a 2 bedroom and 1 bathroom. It's $1,613 per month. Also, this says it's BER exempt. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but it could possibly be that it might be a little bit harder to heat than others and maintain the heat, especially during the winter in Ireland here where it gets cold. So it's just something to note. So for the other areas then, so we have Dunmore East. So there is a house there for rent at the moment, a 4 bedroom and 3 bathroom, which is $1,200 per month. So I have showed you earlier on the map where Dunmore East is. So just be sure that this kind of location would suit you if you're not from the area, and check how far it is from where you may be travelling for work, schools, etc. So then in Dungarvan then is the last couple of examples I'm going to give. So we do have a house available at the moment, and it is 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, and that's down as $2,500 per month. This seems like it's more of a countryside location rather than central. So again, another thing to maybe keep an eye on. There is also an apartment, which would be more central, and it is 2 bedroom and 1 bathroom, and it is $1,700 per month. So from all of these, as you can see, renting is quite expensive at the moment. I'm not sure how long these have been up. That's one thing I didn't look for. Rental properties do tend to go quite quickly. So I hope this little bit of information has been useful to you, just to give you an idea of what there is out there, what the prices are, and some of the hints and tips along the way. So if anybody would like any other counties done in this kind of format, then please do let me know. And we hope to see you again soon for more of Our Irish Life.